Well, Moneybags. 2 videos in a week? To what do we owe the pleasure? You motherfuckers better be grateful to me because I suffered for your entertainment. I had the extreme displeasure of hearing the new Udo Dirkschneider re-recording of the Accept classic Balls to the Wall. And boy, oh boy, does it fucking suck. Let's get right into it. I'm not doing any preamble, any, what do you think? Was it good or bad? No, none of that. All right. Starters, and the first red flag was the feature from Sabaton vocalist Joachim Broden. Boy, oh boy, nothing gets an old school metal fan full mast like Joachim Broden traipsing all over this track with all 5 notes of his vocal range. And God, really? Sabaton? Get around the people, Udo. I don't hear anybody talking about Sabaton in anything other than a negative way that's listened to metal for longer than 5 minutes. And I'm gonna be honest, Udo himself ain't sounding too great on this recording. He either sounds like he's half-assing it or intentionally lowering his range so that Joachim doesn't have to try to push his voice any further than the 5 notes he already uses on every single Sabaton song imaginable. Seriously, if this guy has any range outside the 5 notes he sings, please send him my way, because I've never heard the guy sing outside of one particular register. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, the vocals are really bad. And on top of that, there's like this weird duet thing going on where Udo and Joachim will alternate between lines, probably because Udo's so out of practice at this point that he just can't seem to hack his own songs that he wrote in 1983. Furthermore, wow, the refrain that is not only super iconic but always gets the crowd going at Accept and Udo Dirkschneider shows, Joachim appears to be off key. And I know what you're thinking, okay, people especially who follow me over from Instagram go, oh, Moneybags, you hate music theory. Yeah, I do. However, this is classic melodic heavy metal of the 80s variety, and so singing on key is kind of important, especially when you got the solo going right on underneath it, you know? I'm just saying. Well, let's talk about the performance, by the way. Like, holy, no energy to speak of at all. I don't know how they managed to take a song with the bombast, the fist-pumping, fuck yeah quality that came with the original Balls to the Wall and just fucking neutered the whole thing. As I'm sitting there waiting for a moment of even the slightest head movement from myself, I couldn't get anything from this. And I absolutely love the original Balls to the Wall. Not just the album, but the track itself. Like, holy shit. The original, perfect. Groovy, gritty, crunchy riff with Wolf Hoffman's tone just absolutely polishing off that sound. And it's replaced with a flat, boring mix, and the tone is so goddamn generic. It's like they just, you know, they just told the producer to go, hey, give us whatever 80s metal tone you can, and don't do anything to it. No reverb, no boost, nothing. It's flat. The bass just kind of sits there, which is a shame because I know that Peter from Accept has been in the Dirkschneider band, and what a fucking misuse of a song he's already played. He's already recorded it. Oh man. The mix really does kind of just piston fuck this whole thing, if I'm being honest, because like, what could have been a slightly worse re-recording of the Accept classic Balls to the Wall becomes the most boring rendition I've ever heard. And that's because everything in the mix just, like I said, kind of sits there. The guitar doesn't feel big or boisterous. The drums don't have any percussive force behind them. They just kind of lie there under the guitar and provide the rhythm. The bass is nothing to speak about, and even the bass interlude in the, you know, at the bridge, it didn't pull me like the original one did, which is crazy because Peter played the exact same thing he played on the original record. And that's another big problem, is there's no variance. I mean, even the solo, there's no errant notes, no squeaky pinch harmonics like Wolf's originally had. It's almost just like an exhibition of someone showing you on YouTube how to play the solo from Balls to the Wall, with none of the actual nuances that made the original solo so great, and no room for the original guitarist to really experiment with his own take on the solo, and that really hurt at least that part of the song. Now, there's another really interesting thing here, and that was that, I mean, apart from this thing coming across as a half-assed cash grab, which it very obviously was, and holy shit, what a cash grab, it's that it seems that the track was either leaked early, or the reception was just that negative, and I really didn't see any reception at all. It's almost like there was just no coverage of the fact that this leaked. But it got taken down from Spotify less than a day after being up. I don't think there was any negative reception, and as far as I'm aware, I'm the first person I know of even talking about the track, but it was just such a weird thing. Either Udo knows that this is a pile of shit and pulled it down out of embarrassment, which is the less likely option, or the more likely option, that it was leaked early, which is just so fucking funny because it's another smack in the face to the already floundering re-recording here. And this isn't just a one-off re-recording of the original Balls to the Wall track. This is actually the first single on a, well, at this point, not very promising re-recording of the entire album. And so my message to Udo Dirkschneider, as legendary as the man is if this is what we have to look forward to from the re-recording of the album, just fucking trash that shit, man. This re-recording was dog water, and fucking Joachim from Sabaton, really? I know Biff Byford from Saxon has a feature on the next track on the album, so hopefully that's a little better, but damn, ditch the poser and pull some real fucking talent in there. Anyway, I don't do numbered ratings because I'm not a fucking loser like Anthony Fantano, but listen, if you want my recommendation, stay far the fuck away from this track. And if you're really morbidly curious, it's supposed to re-release again on the 15th of this month, so that's just a few days from now. Anyway, you motherfuckers better be grateful you're getting 2 videos in a week, because I did not want to listen, or I did not want to make this because I was hoping for a good review. Anyway, till next time, Moneybags out, and potentially, possibly, stream later tonight, most definitely tomorrow, because I'm going to be snowed in and have nothing to do.